Welcome to episode 36. I am Danielle Amos, and this is the Prosperity Practice, the podcast that helps you live your most abundant life. Today, I want to talk about hiding. I want to talk about what happens when you start to experience success, or what's happened for me and a few people that I work with that have, exponentially grown their business, earned all the money that they earned last year, either last month or in the last quarter, and what can happen with this success. And it's interesting because I know that you'll relate to this because we've all had, good things happen to us in our lives where maybe, things have come easily and others might say, well, that must be nice, or you must have gotten lucky there. And I want to acknowledge that there's no such thing as luck, that everything's happening by law. Everything happens by law. And Emerson even said, everything happens by law. Even dust and feathers go by law and not by luck. And it's so important to recognize that when everything in your life, everything, because here's the thing, the universe, God, the laws are always working. You can't turn it off. And so Spirit's always listening. And therefore, you're always fully responsible for what you get. Always, 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 always. And so when good and abundance and prosperity flows into your life and flows easily, like so easily and so fast, which is what happens when you get in alignment with who you truly are. That's important to understand. When your frequency and your energy match your inner being, which is you in harmony with the law, the universal laws, abundance flows so fast and so easy that it feels like you're like, oh my goodness, like where has it been all this time? But Napoleon Hill says you'll ask questions like, where has it been hiding all these lean years, all this money that's now flowing? This is what I want for you. And this podcast today is to really help you prepare for something and to ask you some really great questions, because do you want the prosperity that I describe? Do you want clients and money to come easily and so abundantly? Do you want to 10x your income? Do you want to turn your yearly income, your past yearly income, into your monthly income? And answer that honestly. Because if you want it and if you have that desire, you can have it. It's true that you can be, do, and have anything you want, anything. I found it really interesting. So about a month ago or so, my mentor was reviewing my books with me, and it was pointed out to me that I earned $1 million in my business in the last 12 months. And I got a message and then another message from others that were on that call, like, you're a millionaire, Danielle. And then one of my colleagues, Catherine, said to me, have you celebrated? And I had to admit I hadn't. It was like I brushed it under the rug a little bit. And I was sort of expecting, but not really, but expecting, fireworks to go off or there to be some sort of celebration or acknowledgement. And this is what I learned, is that the acknowledgement has to come from me. The feeling proud and being willing to share it here with you, that's part of my growth. And I share it because if I can do it, you can do it. I'm teaching the same laws that I use to create the million, to manifest the million. And if I can live in harmony, you can. You just have to be taught how to do it. And what's interesting is we often can have wins in our lives and then we downplay it. And it doesn't matter what level you're at. I'm seeing this across the board. One of my clients this week purchased a Louis Vuitton bag, and she purchased it with a click of a button, with cash, with absolutely no hesitation, just stepping into it because she could. And she replied that that's her like new shopping bag. And it was easy and free. And then she didn't want to share it on social media because she didn't want to be seen as one of those people. And I said to her that she's humble and that the only reason she doesn't want to share it is because the fear of what people think. But here's the thing, as you become more and more in tune with who you truly are, and you line up with your inner being, which is pure perfection. Spirit is always for expansion and wanting more. And the truth is that there is a law of supply that states that nothing is limited, that you have unlimited supply of money, of clients, resources. And this is the truth. And your inner being knows this is your truth. Your inner being knows that you can be, do, and have anything you want. It knows this truth. That's why when you listen to me speak these truths, your inner being sort of like fluttering and you feel good because she's like, listen up, because she's telling you about who you truly are and what you can truly have. And it's all the abundance in the world. And it's way better than what you ever thought. And listen. As you tune into this truth about yourself and you live in harmony with these truths, life becomes easier, way more abundant. People will start to call you lucky. You will stand out. You will thrive, and you'll thrive during times like this and be so prosperous even during times like this when other people are hurting or maybe experiencing loss of jobs or less money. And I have a question for you. Are you willing to stand in your power? Are you willing to stand out? Are you willing to stand in the truth? Because I can tell you that some people might judge you. Some people might have comments that you speak about money too much, or that you are being frivolous, or la 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 la. And as you stand in the truth, you've got to be willing to embrace it and tell others, because in you sharing and in you standing in your light, I believe you'll inspire others to discover their prosperity, their light. That's why I'm here with you. That's why I share. And so when I found myself downplaying the million, brushing it under the rug, see, listen, the same thing happened. This year I bought myself a Tesla X. To be honest, that Tesla cost the same amount as my home 10 years ago in Stratford, if you can believe that. Crazy when we thought of that this weekend. I didn't think, if you would have asked me a year ago, I had the goal of the Tesla and I committed to it in September, but in the back of my mind, I didn't think that it was going to happen. And that happened this year. And not only did that happen, I also was able to purchase a convertible for my father. So not only purchasing one car, but two. And earning the million and shopping for a vacation home right now. See, I'm sharing this because I found myself making up stories to make it be okay. Like, oh yeah, but you don't understand what I had to go through or where I came from or la la la. Or downplaying it so that I wasn't making other people who weren't thriving feel bad. And then I realized something is that, and I realized this because of the way I was feeling. And anytime I feel bad or negative, it's because I'm in a vibration that's out of sync with my inner being, with my truth. And my truth is always for expansion, that my truth is that the universe has unlimited supply, that there's a law of cause and effect. And I needed to recognize that it's not my job to care what others think of me. I hope you like me. I'm a good person. I'm here sharing this because I know it, that you can be, do, and have anything you want. I know it because not only am I experiencing it, but so are my clients. So are those in the community, my colleagues. This is not luck. This is science. Everything is energy, as Einstein says. Everything is energy. That's all there is to it. Match the frequency to the desire that you want, to the life you want, and you cannot help but get that life. This is not philosophy. This is physics. Einstein had a quote that went something like that. And he was a really smart guy. And so this comes back to you now. Are you willing to stand out like a sore thumb? Because really only 3% of the people are winning. The masses, 97%, aren't winning. They're going one way. You want to go the other. Are you willing to embrace this? Are you willing to step into your truth now? Are you willing? Are you ready? Are you ready for that success? I know, and I believe that's why you're listening. And that's why I know that you are ready. You wouldn't have attracted this information if you couldn't apply it, if you couldn't have it too. I know that. My mentor has said to me before, when the student's ready, the teacher appears. You are ready. Make the decision now. Make the decision that you're done playing small. That you hear this message, and because of that, this is your sign to step into her, to step into the woman with her goal achieved. Your inner being knows what you're capable of. And as you declare it and you decide, I want you to understand the power of your mind. You have everything within to achieve the goal. It's really just learning how to live in harmony with that truth, which is exactly what I want to teach you, which is exactly why I'm here. Does this resonate? Send me a message, because your inner being knows the truth when you hear it. That's why it feels so good. And your inner being also knows what's possible for you and knows everything you want. You've been thinking about your goal and desires for some time now, and your inner being knows what you want. It also knows the path of least resistance. And so when you get ideas and insights and impulses, act on them. One of your impulses may have been to listen to this podcast. Why? Because it knows that there's something here for you to learn and then apply to your life so that you can move faster, easier to your goal down the path of least resistance. If this resonates with you, if you feel in your heart of hearts that you know what I'm saying is true, and you're ready to step into your true potential, and you're done playing small, and you've had enough for working hard and being underpaid, if that's you, send me a personal message on Instagram at _Danielle_Amos_. I have something for you. I know it's your time. Breathe in. Tune into yourself. Celebrate you. Allow yourself to recognize the good that you've attracted. Let it be easy. Blend in with who you truly are, your inner being, this perfection. Feel your own power. Tune in. Allow yourself to imagine you with all the good you desire. Allow yourself to thrive. It's good to step into this power. It's good to be prosperous. It's meant to be easy. And then now I'd like you to commit to the journey. Commit to this joyous journey. That's what it's all about. So celebrate your successes. I commit to you, my listeners. Thank you for being here. The listeners of the Prosperity Practice. I commit to you to celebrating the million, to being here, to sharing with you exactly what has worked, to share with you exactly what I'm up to celebrate that we brought in 1 million, and that we're just getting started. By the more people that I impact, the more people that we impact, this message impacts, the more that we change the world and people live in harmony with their inner beings and the laws of the universe, and life becomes easy. One by one by one. So I'm going to need your help to share this podcast, to get this out. You can also count on me to celebrate successes like buying my father a convertible just because I felt like it. And also, we don't limit it there. We also get to, the more people that we impact, the more people we help, the more villages in Africa through the Unstoppable Foundation we can sponsor. I have a goal to sponsor a village a month. A village a month. That's because I see tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people all in this work, listening to the prosperity practice, applying it to their lives, celebrating. And so I'm going to need you to celebrate your success. So celebrate the wins when you manifest $10 or $1,000 or 10,000 or 10 million. Celebrate it all. You did this. You applied these teachings to your life. You got in harmony with the laws, and you therefore attracted the success. Celebrate it and tag me. Nothing is big or small. It's all by law. And as we celebrate, we put more focus and energy on the good. And guess what? We attract more of the good, the abundance, the ease. So tag me so that I can retag, and we'll continue. And I want you to use the hashtag prosperity practice. And the more people we can help in this way by influencing them to also celebrate and know that they are responsible for the results that they're getting, just like you, we can make change one person at a time. So thank you for listening. Thank you for your commitment to thrive. Thank you for sharing this podcast. Thank you for celebrating your successes and to truly understand that you've attracted it all, that everything happens by luck. Thank you for your willingness to stand in your power. Thank you for your commitment to being and doing and having everything you want. That is your truth. With that, I say, expect abundance. Thank you for listening.